everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another monthly budget with me. We're going to be budgeting out the month of April. If you've been following the last few videos I posted, basically the girls have been out of school and I haven't been working and Ricky hasn't had as much overtime. So we're going to budget April as if pretty much I have no income from working at the YMCA and that Ricky doesn't have any overtime. Let's jump on the Excel sheet real quick. We're going to look at how the end of March ended up being, and then we're going to create April's template from March's template. So let's jump on the Excel sheet. Today is actually the 30th. So I have one more thing coming in from Amazon, my Amazon affiliate coming in tomorrow, basically $7.56. So this right here will just be coming down basically to the eating out. So that's what that's designated to. As you see here, I have different colors going on. Black, basically this is the final numbers for the month. Blue, this means that money was invested or saved. Orange means that money is still in the bank, but it's designated for some type of a bill. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much, so you can see right here, we have all these bills that are basically going to be coming out at the beginning of the month. Now, if you remember, I did a video, I said that we're refinancing the house now. So we did not have to pay our mortgage payment for April. So that basically we cover our mortgage from the month before. So we budget that way because it's due on the first of the month. So basically we make sure that our money, we have the money, a week at least. We try to get it a couple days before. So with that though, Ricky didn't have nearly as much overtime as we originally anticipated, and I didn't have as much income as I originally anticipated. So we'll see how that goes. So basically Ricky's base pay was what we thought it was going to be, the $3,281. Like I said, his overtime, he only had $550 worth of overtime instead of $1,469. So quite a bit less than we originally anticipated. So that basically just made up for the fact that we didn't have to make a mortgage payment, which kind of sucks. We were hoping to put that mortgage payment into savings, but we were not able to do that. Myself, I anticipated $723. It was only $625. For self-employment, I anticipated $245 and it's $240, so pretty close on. This bonus, this is the quarterly bonus from my self-employment. So if you guys you can look, I have other playlists about my self-employment income and how I budget that and what that is. But basically, every quarter, we get a little bit of a bonus from that. So we had $128 come over. Our cash back for our Discover card was $46.04. And our interest in our bank, basically our savings accounts, was $6.13 for the month. So the total amount, you can see here, we were about $1,000 less than we anticipated, which basically, like I mentioned, was pretty much like our mortgage. Investing, we're still investing 8% into my husband's 401k, even though the market has gone down. It's allowing us to purchase things at a cheaper price, and so then when it goes back up, we should be okay. We only ended up putting about $21 into the emergency fund just to keep it at $3,000. We're just gonna kind of keep it at $3,000 right now, and then focus on making sure everything else is taken care of. We do have my Roth IRA set up now as a automatic thing. So $50 on the first of the month is being transferred into my Roth IRA. And that's just so we can start getting stuff going with that. So this will be coming out in a few days. Giving, so this is like birthdays, gifts, giving friends and family or anyone in the community things. So that was $63 that we spent. And then this donations, we currently have money coming out of my husband's paycheck that's being donated to 2 different places. I was donating to the YMCA, but now I'm not working there. So that's what basically stuff that was black that was officially gone. And we did put some into savings, so it's blue. So this will be so we can help out more in the future as well. Taxes, this is basically how much taxes came out. We have our health insurance, which is $87.80 a paycheck. So that's what that was. And again, we didn't have our mortgage payment, so I'm showing that as 0. Home maintenance / appraisal. So because we're refinancing the house, we did have to pay $425 for the appraisal, so that's what that is. In addition, before everything happened at the beginning of the month, we went to a home and garden show, and we did sign up for a home consultation. It was $99. So we haven't taken advantage of it yet. Basically, we just need to call and schedule them. So we're going to wait till we close on the house. But we do want them to remove the big tree that we have in the front yard. It's not really that great. And we want to have 3 shade trees planted. So we kind of started the ball rolling on that. So we're going to have them come out, quote us for everything, and then they'll give us whatever specials were at the home show. And so that should be good once we get that going. So we spent $532 in that realm. Groceries, you can see we spent significantly more than we budgeted. We budgeted $400, which is roughly $100 a week. We did $661, and again, this is because the girls got sent home from school, so now I had to make sure they had breakfast. Normally, we would count on the school for having free breakfast. Also, we're buying more stuff than we normally do. Yeah, we did end up, I have a whole video coming out about free food though, because the schools did start passing out free breakfast and lunch. So I made a video for you guys for that, and we did end up going and getting a box of free groceries one day from the food bank as well, just to finish out the month, because as you see, we were already $260 over budget, and yeah, it's a crazy month. Personal care, we spent $174. We did end up getting, the girls and I did get our hair cut right before everything got crazy, and then we did try to stock up like toilet paper, we count as personal care, things like that. Household, we spent $94. This is basically like, we did get some paper towels. We did end up we finally got some Lysol spray. There's a few other things that we did end up stocking up a little bit, and so we spent more than we anticipated there. My husband's cell phone's $35. My cell phone and the internet is paid through my self-employment. Solar, this is solar and electric. So our solar is $81, and then we had to pay the electric $14.30. So $95.31 is total. Water, sewer, trash, I think it came out to like $54.90, so basically $55. Ricky's truck payment is $369. My car payment's $449, and then gas $240, and then the insurance was $252.13. And that's for those 2 vehicles. And then coming down, the girls' commission jobs, they didn't really do anything at the beginning of the month, and then they earned $18 and $10. And then Ricky spent $146 on other stuff that he ended up getting. Let's see. Truck payoff. So these are blue because I put these in the savings account. So this is what we are going to pay extra on the debt once things settle, if we're okay, but we don't know. So we put $100 towards the truck and $33 for the car. And again, that's in savings right now, so we have it as blue. We're not going to make that extra payment yet, but we're going to put it aside. Eating out, we budgeted $160. We ended up doing $161. So pretty close to being on budget, which was surprising. Our events for the girls, that was $53. Date night 102.46. Again, this is stuff that was spent at the beginning of the month before we have all this, social distancing and everything like that. The YMCA, I went ahead and budgeted the $20. Most likely I'll end up canceling this if we don't know how much longer the places are going to be closed. I don't know. And then we have our PlayStation and our Netflix. So that's pretty much where all the money went. And like I said, you can see there's still stuff that's going to be clearing next month. So now we're going to make April. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a copy of this. So we're going to go down to the bottom. We're going to right click. We're going to say move or copy. We're going to click create a copy. And I'm just going to put it, where do I want it? So I want it next to March. Okay. And it's going to have all these. We're just going to hit yes. So if you look on the bottom here, I have March 2020 and then March 2 in the second one. So we're going to rename this one here, April. All right, so now we're going to go to April, and we're going to go ahead and start up here. We're going to take this out. So now what we do is we need to see what paydays do we have. All right, so we have 3, 10, 17, and 24. And then nothing here. All right, so Ricky's base pay is still the $821.60 every week, so we're going to leave that. We are going to make all this red now, though, because we're starting a new month. And again, we're going to budget. Now, he did have this coming week, he will have a little bit overtime. So I've already created my yearly budget to kind of see what it's looking like. So $169.45. So 169.45. Everything else will be 0. Myself working part-time, this is no more. I was laid off. I did not qualify for unemployment. So that's that. YouTube, half of YouTube, I'm expecting 214, okay, 214.05, and that's usually around the 22nd, so I'm going to line that up with the 24th, and I did not make enough on Amazon affiliate to get paid this month. Now, I have tossed around the idea of working DoorDash on the weekend again. Instacart is hitting me up. They want me to work, but honestly, you guys, I don't want to do Instacart, especially right now, because the stores have like nothing in there. And so that I would just be so frustrated trying to shop for people that, yeah, I think I would just get so frustrated. The interest in the bank account, I'm going to budget as the same as, I'm just going to do the $6, but I'm going to line it up here because it actually ends up being the 26th on here, even though it's not like a payday, just because it's I won't have it on the 24th, so I don't want to count on it at that point. Same thing, this the cash back on the Discover card we usually get like on the 6th. So I'm going to line it up with the 10th so I don't expect it by the 3rd. And I'm just going to say $40. I'm really not sure how this one's going to be yet, but that's what we're going to estimate for that. We didn't spend as much on there. Okay, so for the month of April, we're only going to have $3,715. You guys, this is a low month for us. We're normally used to seeing like 5,000 or 6,000, to be honest with you. So what's going to happen? We're not going to be giving anything this month. We're not going to be really doing anything fun. We're going to take care of a few of the subscriptions that we have. We're not going to be paying anything extra off on debt. The only thing we are paying ourselves first is what's automatic. So we're not into the emergency fund. Like I said, we have 3,000 in there. So that's basically like 1 month worth of expenses for us. So we're going to kind of just leave it at that. Ricky's 8% is automatic. So we're going to leave that obviously is that. Instead of, we're normally trying to do 12%, I think we're going to do 9. Let's double check. 9%. So instead of 12%, we're only going to do 9%. All right, so we'll just do that here. 9. 27, 28. We're just going to do 50 though, so that's not going to come out of here. All right, so we're just going to do our 50. We're not going to put anything into the emergency fund, like I said. We're okay right now with the 3,000 in there. Also, we, from the sound of it, the U.S. government has finally come to an agreement about the stimulus package. So we'll see, but it sounds like each adult is getting $1,200 and each child is getting $500. So if that's the case, our household will get $3,400. And they're saying maybe sometime in April. I'm not going to budget for it, but if we get it, 3,000 is going directly into the emergency fund. So we will have our 6,000 in there, which is basically like 3 months worth of expenses for us. And so we will be good with that for the rest of the year. The other 400 will go into either the project for the trees at the house, or it will go into our vacation fund for the end of the year. But that way we'll have 6,000 in our emergency fund, and then the rest of the year, anything that we would have been putting in the emergency fund is going to be to save up to have Ricky's air conditioner in the truck fixed. So yeah, okay. So that's how this is playing out. Okay, giving, like I said, we're going to do, oh, you know what? We have to do something because Ricky's stuff comes out automatically. I think it's like 1% or 0.5%. 0.5. We're going to do 0.5%, I think, for Ricky's. And we'll see what that ends up being each paycheck. That's still not enough. I don't know yet. We'll see. because he has, out of each paycheck, he has $5 coming out of each paycheck. Okay, so it's not quite 5%. It's like a little off. We'll mess with that. I will mess with that a little bit later. For necessities. So necessities, we're doing 88.5%. Yeah. So 88. So you can see from last month, our necessities were not that high. Our necessities last month ended up being, I think, like 77. I don't know. So I'm just holding this over to create that, to change that formula. Now for taxes, these are all estimates, so we're just, all right, so that was crazy. I didn't need to do that. I just needed to bring these over. All right, so I'm going to make all of this red. This needs to be closed. All right, so again, we're not going to have to make the mortgage payment for May, so I'm not having the mortgage payment on here, so that's going to help us out quite a bit. So let's come on down. We're not going to, let's see, we're not putting anything in here yet. Groceries, we're doing 400. First care household, let's take these out first. All those stay the same. We're going to take all this out. We're not doing any chore money this month. Again, just because things are a little tighter than normal. We want to make sure that our bills are covered. All right, so you can see here, registration. So our car, the car and truck registration are due in June, and our new mortgage payments will start in June. So it's a lot. It's $730 total because my car is a 2019. My car, my registration was $480, and Ricky's was $250. So this paycheck, we're gonna do what we have left in there. So this $638.67 is what we're gonna do, and then next month we will finish it out. So in June we can pay both of them. It should be a little bit less because every year it goes down slightly, but that's basically, yeah, what's going on. Again, we're not going to do any debt payoff. Fund is 2%. So let's go ahead and change this to 0. 2% for fun, because that's all we can do at this point. And that's mostly just to make sure that a lot of these things that have a automatic thing get taken care of. So the vacation money, nothing. We're not doing date night. We're not doing events. And we're only going to do what's left as far as eating out. So I have on here 33.57. So we have this 654 that's left over. I'm going to go ahead and put that up here. So we have 645.21 going towards that. So it's not going to be exact percentages, but it's close. I mean, it's what it is. We're going to make these red. All right, so now what we have to do is we have to go through each paycheck and say what's being covered when. I like to make sure that I have money a couple weeks before it's actually due. And some of these things we're almost a month ahead. So in general, the mortgage payment comes out of the last 2 paychecks, and then we try to cover all the other bill money out of the first 2. Let's look at the dates here. So we have the 3rd and the 10th. So the cell phone isn't due until the 17th. Everything that's due before the 10th right now, we already have the money from, so you can see we're already like at least 2 to 3 weeks ahead on the stuff that's due through the 10th. So that's good. So we're going to start with our food budget. This is what I usually do. I try to do this. Now, because of the situation we were in where we were just going week by week, and then we didn't have the supplies, there was nothing in the store to buy anything. I'm going to attempt to do a monthly grocery haul at the end of this week, and then I will share with you guys how we planned it and all of that. So we'll get to that. Next thing we try to pay for, we try to have for the whole month right up front is the gas money. So it looks like we'll be able to do that because we have 271. We need 240. So all of grocery for the whole month and all of gas for the whole month we will have. What we typically do is we just set that aside in the account, and then we just we charge everything onto our Discover card so we can earn cash back. And then every week I pay off whatever the balance is on the Discover card with the cash that we have available. So that's that. So you can see here, we almost have enough for the cell phone bill, so we're going to finish out the majority of that. So that tells me if I need $35, right, and I used $31.66, that's the next paycheck. I'm going to need $334 to have my 35. Now I already have my cell phone of $30 is already in the account. I've already have that money a month ahead of time, so that's in the account to pay my portion. Okay, so you can see here for the third, we have that 0 now. We've used every dollar within that area. So we're going to come down here, and basically we'll just do eating out here. We have 19. We're actually going to have 1978 because that's how much we have left. So again, some of these aren't going to match up exactly with my percents because we're just kind of doing the best that we can at this point. So that's that. But for this month, for this paycheck, that's what it's going to look like, okay? Ricky's going to be investing 79%. We'll put $9 away towards our next Roth IRA contribution. He'll be donating $5. We'll pay our taxes and our health insurance, and then we'll have all of our gas money, all of our food money, and most of the cell phone money like 19 bucks to eat out. So we've already done these. We should have the cash back at this point. Okay, so groceries. So I just work my way down now at this point. Groceries is done. All of this stuff is due between the 1st and the 10th of next month. Okay, so I'm a month ahead on all of these. So that's a huge relief. So if things really get bad, we can postpone making these payments. We can put the money aside a little later if we really had to. So I'm glad that we finally got ahead on some stuff. So we are about a month ahead on these. Ricky did get a letter from his employer saying that that they are a necessary worker, or I forget the terminology, but basically, so if he were to get pulled over, he has permission. He needs to go to work or go home wherever he is in the process of going to. So he does have that. So then basically I'm just going to fill with everything that I possibly can in this, out of this paycheck. So we have 67.08 will come out of there. Okay, so we'll open these up. So these will just go, and I've been putting these in my sinking fund savings account just so they can earn a little bit of interest because I am a month ahead. So these actually sit in a savings account until the week that they're due, and then they pull them out of the savings account. So I'm just trying something a little different. So if we need $449.73 for the car and we're using $67.08 out of that paycheck, then we need $382.65 out of this next paycheck, and then we should be able to do 158.20 is what's left. Oh, and this should go down. This insurance should go down. Let's see, 235.79. So 235.79 is actually what I need. So actually I have 12 here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change this 658.01. We're just gonna kind of change some of this way it goes. So this $6, put it in our eating out. We'll do 40 for eating out. All right, guys, I'm just kind of winging this right now. You can just see how I'm working it, right? So that's okay. So that's that. So I forgot that was a little bit cheaper. So that's good. Okay, so 235. So you can just see like this is how it gets worked as we're going down. Minus the 158.20. So I'll need 77.59 out of that paycheck. So you can see what's left. We have 652.70, and so we had 658.12 minus 652.70. Then out of this one, we'd be doing 542, and that's just out of the interest that we'd be earning. And then we're going to come down here and finish these out. So we said 40, so this would be 1654. Need 368 out of this one to make our $40, and then we're going to go ahead and start working these. So we'll do the 10.92, and what's left is 94 cents. So if I have 9.83 minus the 94 cents, I need 8.89 to cover that. 19.43 and then 0.58 for 20. Oh, I don't need 0.7. Okay, so I have an extra penny here. Put that here. Why not? All right, so you can see we're kind of, we're working with what we got at this point. All right, so that's what we're looking at, you guys. We're looking at making about $3,700 for the month. This could go up if Ricky has more overtime, but again, their overtime has been very slim. They did work one Saturday a few Saturdays ago. That's basically what this is for. And then they had like 2 days where they worked 10 hours. This week, I'm filming this on a Monday, so we'll see what it looks like. But as of right now, we're just going to budget as if there's no overtime for Ricky. And that way we know, hey, all of our necessities are taken care of. We are still looking okay in that regard. So things are looking good there. So that's what April's looking like. All right, guys, thanks for joining me for April's budget. Let me know in the comments below if you have your April planned out and if it looks any different from the month before with the situation that's been going around. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.